I had such a massive breakthrough the other day. I
Yeah,
want
go
to
for it.
share this with you because what you just said is so huge. And I'm so grateful for my partner, Vanessa, and her continued support and help in my journey in life and all that stuff. She often gives me a hard time about my
Mhm.
introvertedness and my proclaimed introvertedness. She's like, "You're not introverted." I'm like, "Yes, I am. I don't want to hang out with people." And we had this conversation the other day that is very much on that same lens. Like, when I'm internal, I am my worst enemy because I make up stories like that.
Oh, and they're all believable,
But when I'm
right?
right, and like, and the creativity that can come from some of those stories, you're like, man, I am, I am a creative motherfucker.
The Marvel Universe have got nothing on me. I can come out with way better outcomes.
Exactly. Right. But the second you externalize it, and you bring it out, you either realize like
Mhm.
how silly it is and you can dismiss it, or you can connect with something a little bit deeper to
Yeah.
create some resolution. And it was in that moment when her and I were talking about that part of me, like when I internalize, I become my own worst enemy, and how that plays into being introverted versus extroverted, and how much more important extroversion is to me than I've ever given it credit for this very reason. Like, whoa, that's huge. I didn't really ever think about it. And so like I think about what does that look like in practice, in actuality, in action steps, because that's like I'm also like behavior, like I need to what is the thing? It's conversations like this, whether it be a podcast or just having a conversation with a friend or a group of friends, like they need to happen on a regular basis. And I think from a like holistic standpoint, most of us are like that. And most of us are far more extroverted from an externalizing these things than we ever give them credit. And that we really want to realize, because there's so many of these different things in our society that like promote us to be internalized and promote us to shut us down or promote us to be shy or something along those lines, because we're like vulnerability is
Mhm.
considered weak, and or like we're not good enough if we talk about the weird idea that's rolling around in the back of our head that, somebody's going to read our journal and make a scary movie
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's they'll know exactly how messed up I really am. I'll be exposed. And then I realize
Right.
everyone knows how messed up you are anyway. It doesn't matter. Just get along with it, right?
And it doesn't. A big cue that I like to try and remind myself about stuff like that when I like realize I'm taking all this stuff too seriously is like, is any of this going to stop the earth from spinning? Nope. Doesn't fucking
Yeah.
matter. There is nothing, literally nothing that I can ever do that will have that kind of an impact. So the way I like
Mhm.
perspective, right? Like, what does that do for me? It sets me free, because now I'm not taking things so seriously that are like, oh, well, I have to do this or I have to do that.
Mhm.
Nope, doesn't matter.